Hi Bluebirdies, I'm Danica and I'm a stylist here at Bluebird Salon, and today I'm going to be doing a little skills lab on how to curl with a flat iron. It's a little harder if you have shorter or medium length hair to get it in there with a curling iron, especially in the back. You don't want to burn your neck. So what I always do is I use a flat iron to curl my hair with. It's a little difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, you're going to love it, and it's a lot easier than using a curling iron. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to get started. My hair was washed yesterday, so it was a little dirty this morning, which is good when you're wanting to curl your hair. So I went ahead and pre-softened my hair with a little bit of tonic just to get rid of the product that I had in yesterday, just to kind of soften it up a little bit. If you're starting this morning with fresh, clean hair, I would use a little bit of thickening spray just to give you a little more volume at your roots. And it's really important that you section your hair out. That's kind of more key. So I like to kind of section my front out first. So I parted here at the base of my head, back here, back right behind the ear, which is basically the front section, and I've done the same on the back, on the other side here. And I'm going to turn around and show you the back, since I do this blindly anyway. So I'm going to take kind of a 1/4 inch section on the back here. So the key to curling your hair with a flat iron is you want to pull it in the direction you want it to go. So a lot of it's in the wrist. So I'm going to show you my first section here. Okay, so I've taken another section about the width of my flat iron to start my next section in the back here. Okay, so for my last section here, what I like to do normally is, since I want just a little more volume here on the top, is I'm going to separate it into 2 smaller sections. And what I like to do is I like to pull the flat iron just to the front a little bit and then pull it back. And what that does essentially is give you just a little bit more volume, a little bit more curl. So I'm going to show you that one more time with my next section here. I would just leave those kind of undisturbed. Don't touch them. Let them kind of cool a little bit so you have a little more volume. And these ones I like to maybe go more at an angle than like straight down, just because I don't want to have, you know, kind of the grandma look. I want more of like a more modern. taking, again, about inch sections. And so with a little bit longer hair, again, I like to kind of go more like a side curl. And I always think it's prettier to curl away from your face. It gives it a little bit prettier curl in my opinion. Okay, so my last section here is mostly my bangs, which a lot of people with short hair, you kind of have a certain way that you like to style your bangs. So this is where you kind of become a little bit more creative, a little bit more of an artist with it, where the placement's a little bit more random. So I like to take, if I want a little more volume, I kind of take this section that is going forward, and I like to curl that a little bit more back, so I have a little more volume in the front here. And again, I'm just taking sort of random pieces, just seeing where they fall nicely on my head shape. And I like my bangs to be a little bit more vintage, so a lot of times like I'll kind of curl them up just to kind of give it that little wave, little Marilyn Monroe kind of look, I guess. Okay, so this is my finished curl look. And the cool thing about curling with a flat iron is you've already kind of styled it in the way that you want it to go. Like these pieces I want to go back, but I'm just going to go ahead and edit a little bit because you don't want to have these curly cues just kind of all separated. So I'm going to roughly mess it up with my fingers a little bit just to make it softer. I want to do is I like to take a rat tail comb, and I'll take sections and just tease it a little bit. That kind of fuses the curls together a little bit. So I take the first section here and I tease it forward a little bit, and then take a section behind it and tease that with it. And I'll spray them with a little hairspray just so that that tease stays in there. So to me this looks pretty fun, looks pretty, I'm very happy with it. So I like to finish everything off with plastic hairspray because I really like my hair to hold and I really like a really strong hairspray. So this is really great for me. And what I do when I'm hairspraying is I kind of fluff it up too, just so I get a little bit underneath, just so that volume stays. And you can always take little pieces if you want them to go forward, and use the wetness of the hairspray to make them more piecey.